You don't need to live in Hollywood to make an impact in the entertainment industry.
Life's better here. There's no traffic.
So
Last time we
LA,
talked,
LA is a tough place to live.
it's hard nut to crack. Yes, sir. I guarantee you that.
there's a lot of people from LA that have moved out to your area, haven't they?
Yeah, Joe Rogan lives here. Vanderbeek lives here. Tim Ferriss lives here. If you want to get practical about it, the dollar does spend more, longer, better here. I shot an indie here back in 2019 called Writer's Block, and it was written and directed and produced by local guys here. And
When they come to Oklahoma and see what they can buy for their dollar, they're like, why am I living in LA when I can buy a house for 150,000 bucks?
I think the biggest thing that you got the chance to do as an actor in the room is allow them to feel who you are. I miss the ability to communicate and have the humanity in the room, if you will, with the casting director, get the redirect if I'm not doing something right. But yeah, really the connection I enjoy because I feel like that's what we do as artists is we bring the thing that people pay to see. And I auditioned for the character of Sweet Tooth in that Anthony Mackie show on Peacock where the guy's hair is on fire. He's a different dude. He's one of a kind. I'm glad he's from Texas. He's repping us like that. You never meet a champion without an edge. And Taylor Sheridan definitely has an edge. He didn't do some Hollywood manufactured bullshit accent, having the goatee, having the Oakleys above the hat, having the rim like this.
After working so many years in Hollywood, it was like a guy at that time. I thought it was a daily grind, just driving 2 hours to get to an audition.
I can be my own artist without their permission.
I'm going to own my brand. And that's something that we've only been dealing with maybe 10 or 15 years. I don't have to be Target. I don't have to be Warner Brothers. And I think that for those that are listening to our podcast that are wanting to get in the business or are just in it, that's one less thing you have to worry about is trying to appease those people that are there because they're losing power every day. And more of it is coming into our hands.
There's a lot of days where I wake up where I honestly say to myself, I think I would be a lot happier if I wasn't an actor. Now,
I tell people my eventually's here. I just turned 54, and that's not a Hollywood number. That's the real one. And my eventually's here. We've got to now make some things happen with nitro buttons. We've got to fast forward now with the wisdom we've accumulated. Why don't we make you as good as we can on camera as you are on the field? If you're an expert CPA and I want you to take care of my money, but you stumble and mumble and look down and everything and you can't get or promote your business as an expert,
Get out there, stop giving yourself an excuse, go do it, get it done.
I started my memes a whole bunch a long time ago, all the positive motivational shit for myself. Like when I write my memes every day, I'm talking to Chris Warner first, man, because I need that shit more than anybody else does. If you don't get started doing something somehow, some way, you're going to take your last breath, lay your head down the last time, and your soul will be void of adventure, void of memories of life that you chose not to lead. Perfection causes paralysis for us. How about we look for progress every day? Fuck perfection. There is a pathway generally for most of the things that are out there that are successful. There is no playbook or pathway. A BFA is not going to tell you how to make it in Hollywood. An MFA is not going to help you take it in or on Broadway. I've been kicked in the mouth a lot, but the passion for my purpose was much greater every time I got kicked in the mouth. That's what caused me to get up. Nothing was going to stop me from trying to make something of what I was trying to do. It took me about 12 years to find the right name. And that's what I came up with. And I launched it, to be honest with you guys, my 10th sale was in the red and I shut it down because it wasn't going to be a hobby. It was going to be a legitimate business. Everybody's got a badass original inside of them. And all I would ask that they do is every morning they get up to ask themselves, how can I make that come forward today for me?
What it means is that it's time to badass up.
They're not salesy guys. They're people who have a mission and they just want people who have the same mission. Once I started studying voiceover, watching commercials and things with a totally different eye and ear, it was crazy.
Voiceover is not really getting into a character. It's just being yourself. They don't care about the voice. They care about the ability to storytell. Carhartt's not looking for a guy that sounds like a bookkeeper or a CPA. They're looking for someone that sounds like Chris Warner.
the technical side of running your own booth will age you like nothing else,
I'm
man.
like, fuck this voiceover shit, man.
Oh, dude.
Breaking shit.
I work a lot with, I've done different hot rod shows for the History Channel. And so the voice I use is nothing like this. I'm a chameleon. They always hire me to be someone else.
I've written a short, about 5 minutes short, and we're going to start with him at the bottom of the mountain after he fell off the mountain, just to be able to control my voice better, even like in voiceover.
Sure.
It just 10 years ago, when people went, hey, do you have a streaming department? People like Disney and Warner's went, what are you talking about? Laugh.
Yeah.
And now Netflix is more valuable than Disney. Assassin Guild America is the name of the first series that we came up with. It's basically John Wick with a dark edge to it. You cut them together and you have a feature, and you don't make them exclusively. You can license the feature to Paramount and the series to Max.
Mm.
So you got two products in one right there. The market cap is higher than Disney. If you ain't behind me pushing me, then you need to get the fuck out of my way. And I say that respectfully.
Right.
You never know where you're going to find inspiration. That's why I'm always listening. I'm always watching. We walk out and there's a stretch limo waiting for me. So a town car had taken me to the airport. Stretch limo was waiting on me. I'm like, okay, cool. This is nice. So basically I'm riding home from a plane flight in the back of a limo, looking at the Hollywood sign from a movie that ends up winning the Academy Award. So those are one of those moments I got to put in my back pocket for all those no's that I don't hear.
We've hit our 20,000 subscriber. Hopefully by next week, we'll be at 25.